Hello, this is Doris Sander with Coco Daisy, and I am ready to share the changing of the guard in my DaisyDori, my little Midori Traveler's Notebook insert from Coco Daisy. And before we get started, we'll just go ahead with the true confessions. I know you're used to seeing nicely manicured nails on these planner videos, but I'm a little bit of a tomboy and gardening season has started, so I apologize. I did wash them, but anyway. March kind of got away from me, I will have to admit. I don't know why, but it did. So you're going to see a lot of blank pages. That's sad, but that's life, you know. Not every month is super productive. So yeah, I didn't draw my cute little doodles on my calendar. I did keep up with my gratitude list again. This is like 4 or 5 months now, so that's happy. And my goals, this month I decided to write them down and like fill in the blank format so I could track how I'm doing, and I'm not doing so well in some things, better in others. But you know, like I said before, winter is not my thing, so now that it's warm, I'm gonna go gangbusters with it all. I am. I really like those light bulbs too. These are so cute. This one is on a sticker sheet from my March kit. Yeah, this is my brainstorming pages, and I did really well with the YouTube videos, but the blogging, not so much. Yeah, not so much with any of this. Look at that. Pathetic. Outdoor projects, nada. Housework, nada. Packing for Texas, flew by the seat of my pants, per usual. Planning for summer, not much. Facebook planning, none of that either. Oops. Coco Daisy planning, I did some. That was good. I just did this today. This was, because I had so many blank pages, I felt bad. So I did the currently, and it was kind of fun. I used the new pens that I don't like. I'm going to give them away to my coworkers. These are Uniball Signo 207, and I got an 8-pack of the multicolored ones, just because, you know, I was school shopping, and I don't like them. I just really don't. They're not my favorite. But this one, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but one of my little 3rd graders has been bringing her pen case, and she had one of these, and I tried it out, and it is amazing. I love this pen, and I don't know how to describe it really. It's kind of like it's like a super fine tipped Sharpie, and you know how I love my Sharpies. Pilot Precise V5 RT. I love this pen. Let me show you the difference too. Like you can see, this is kind of the same style tip as a Sharpie. It's just very tiny. And these Uniball Signos 207, these are your regular ballpoint. So yeah, you can see the difference. And you know, it really makes a difference, you know, the pen does, like how it feels in your hand and how it writes and things. So you might like the, you know, Uniball Signo. If, you know, I'm very heavy-handed, so I like the felt tip, I guess it is, of this Sharpie. And also, you know, my microns and my Faber-Castell Pitt pens. They all have that little sharp felt tip. Where was I? Sorry about that. My phone rang not once, but twice. And I do my recordings on my iPhone. So I'm having to splice it back together. But anyway, yeah, I think I was talking about these two pens, and my hand is very forceful when I write. So I like the friction of the felt tip because it slows me down a little. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does. But that's what I prefer for my style of handwriting anyway. So yeah, but I love this pen. Really. This pen is awesome. Yes. So I did a currently list. I think I'm gonna do this again in April too. It was fun. Yeah, more planning fails for my summer trip, but I'm gonna get busy on it this month. My quote page turned out well. I really got some good quotes this month. I like Stories Where Women Save Themselves by Neil Gaiman, or Gaiman. I can't remember how to pronounce that. That's a really good one. I loved this one. Instructions for Living a Life. Pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it. That's gorgeous. Mary Oliver. Art is not always about pretty things. It's about who we are, what happened to us, and how our lives are affected. Elizabeth Brown. Live the full life of the mind, exhilarated by new ideas, intoxicated by the romance of the unusual. Ernest Hemingway. And though we may travel the world to find the beautiful, you must have it within you, or you will find it not. Ralph Waldo Emerson. This is really good this month. This is quotes from my son. And this one actually was a little interview I found on Facebook that some of my friends were doing. So I just asked him the questions and wrote them down. And there was one I thought was really funny. Oh, one of the questions, like, what am I really good at? Meaning me, his mother. Scrapbooking, obviously. And then number 10, what am I not very good at? I can't think of something. Maybe cooking steak. It's nice to know your kids think you can do everything. And then these are my week at a glance, my actual planning pages. So this was a off week, you can tell. Productive, crazy busy. This was good. This was the week we were on vacation. So I planned the first couple of days, but then I just wrote what we did each day so I could remember it later. And then this was last week. And this is my book page. I just kind of, anytime I see a book or hear about a book recommendation, I write it down. And I write little reviews when I finish books. So we finished The Last Lion, Defender of the Realm, which was the third in the Winston Churchill biography, and we listened to it on audio tape. It was 55 hours. It took us 2 trips to Florida and a trip to Texas to listen to that book. So that was funny. So that's March. And then April. It's so pretty. I love the contrast between the colors. I mean, it's just fun. Change every month. So my calendar page, I need to get that filled in. And my gratitude, I called it Happy List this month. And this page, I'm not really sure. This one's kind of empty for now. I wrote here, Buddy was here. That's our new kitten. He bites everything. That's a tooth mark. Crazy cat. This is a change this month in the planners. We used to have these tight stripes, which are so cute, but they were actually really hard for me to think on, if that made sense, because they were designed to be 7 days, so like a week at a glance, just on one page. But I didn't use them that way, so I was using for my brain dump, and you can see my stuff doesn't fit on there very well. So it just looks kind of chaotic. So they've changed it now. It's this simpler grid page. So I think I'm really going to like, this is going to work for my categories a lot better. But I haven't moved my brain dump stuff on there yet because I want to really think about it and be productive this month with it. So there are those. These are the little Instagram challenges that I'm trying to participate in. So this one is hashtag Plan With Me Challenge. This was by Bullet Journaling Group. And Rock Your Handwriting. Hobonichi Challenge. And the 30 Days of Bible Lettering. This is a really neat guy on Instagram. I forget his name. But anyway, if you look up hashtag 30 Days of Bible Lettering, you'll probably find him. He's just this gorgeous calligraphy. I don't know. Gorgeous lettering. It's amazing. But yeah, I don't really do all, like, I'm trying to keep up with this one every day this month. But the other ones, I just kind of pick and choose the topics that I like and the time, you know, when I have time. And I guess that's what I do every month. I just pick one to focus on and then do the rest if, you know, I can. This is my goal page for the month. I put it under this little tip in so I could add some notes about my goals, which ones I want to focus on, because I don't necessarily focus on all of them every month. Or sometimes I don't focus on any of them, like last month. Ha ha. This is New York, the New England trip. And I need to set the dates right away and book the flights and email my New England friends. So, and I have a list of things we want to do in New York so far. I'm trying to decide how many days and stuff like that. And this is sermon notes from church. Again with the book page. And these stickers are so cute. I've already used 2 of them. I'm sad that I only have 1 left. They're so cute. Mail, snail mail list. I didn't touch it last month, so I had to rewrite the whole thing. Oops. Quote page. And normally I like to put little ribbon tabs on my important sections, but I've lost my stapler. And normally I glue the little ribbon tabs and then staple them so they stay, but anyway, so I just put this paper clip and put a little string on it so I could, this is the page that I need to find the quickest, my week at a glance page. And these are actually a little wider too, so I need to reformat my little squares so that they fill in the space again. And if you haven't watched one of my planning videos before, I use these daily. So I'm a school teacher. The first box is my morning school, and the second box is my afternoon school. So I go to 2 schools. And then this box is errands, after school errands, and evening chores. And then down here, I just use the top 2 for Saturday and the bottom 2 for Sunday. So that works really well for me. This is my countdown to summer vacation. I'm on week 7. So exciting. So those, I haven't done all of them, but we're just starting with April. And you can see I didn't get started with my April DaisyDori until the 4th. So I knew I'd have a spare layout like this in the back. So this side is for forward planning. So, you know, when I get to this last week of April, I'll start jotting down things that I need to put in my May planner. And wish lists. This really works well for me. I find if I write down the things I want, then I don't actually buy them, which honestly is a good thing. My son's quotes, I call them G-isms because his name is Gabriel. And yeah, the back page, and I just always glue in a few little pieces in the notepad because, you know, grocery lists and whatnot. So that's my little DaisyDori for April. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to get started. I think April's going to be productive. Thanks for watching, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.